So I'm in my walk, and I didn't come prepared thinking that I was going to be sitting with the spirit. However, I'm here, and what I've been shown today is beautiful. I had an immense understanding of how all this thing works, but not at this level of what I was shown today. And I am just, it's beautiful because it's what I use and what I am going to continue using to keep helping the people that come to me that have all this, human experience questions and how to center themselves and live happy. That's what everybody wants, right? Okay. So the recording is for this. So I have to be center. I cannot talk to you. Okay? So I have to be in. So allow me. Okay. So Yanni, what I've been shown is, remember what I explained to you earlier about the electricity? Right? Yeah. The cable holds the electricity in because it has to have a form, a way to kind of mold it, control it, how it's going to be transported into. Now it has to be received by something. So now there is a receiving point, which in electricity can be what? The transformer. And then after that transformer, it gets decided how it's going to be distributed in the city, right? The electricity. And then the city distributes that into homes and buildings, right? And then in your home, you distribute it to your appliances, correct? And then you decide what appliances, and there is like instructions of some appliances that you cannot connect in America, or else you can, break your appliance, break your equipment, right? And those are like considered like volt-wise, 120 V or 240, I think it is in Europe. Okay. So with that mentality of understanding how electricity works like that and how you're able to receive electricity in your home, so now that even you can charge your car with electricity now, you see? So now the receiver is the home, and then it keeps going into your equipment, right? Your electronics. Now, and then your electronics also has a way to distribute that energy and how you're going to use your phone, right? Whether you're going to go on YouTube, or you're going to listen to music, or you're going to be on the phone, right? Or you're going to be just researching. So you decide how you're going to use the energy that you put into your phone when you charged it, right? Okay. So the same applies to us humans. When you understand that, you can heal, and you can return to what spirituality and gurus say, like to thyself, to the center, right? You can go ahead and be in center, in connection with thyself, the spirit. Be in the spirit, here in the flesh. So how I saw it, right, how they show it to me, is now the same way electricity works for you in your home and all your electrical products that you use, the same applies to the human body. We are the receptor. We receive. Mm-hmm. This is the conductor, right? This body receives all that energy. And you might say, BS, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you don't believe me? Take a look around you. Take a look around you. Take a look around you and go see how many invisible, existing, what would you call it? I don't want to put a name. Energies, let's say energies, let's stick with energies. Beings exist that you don't see. There's so many of them. How you can find out? Well, look outside. Look outside. When you're breathing oxygen, did you see the oxygen? You saw the oxygen. No, you did not see the oxygen, but you're breathing it, right? See? But you don't see the oxygen, but you can breathe it. So will you say oxygen exists or oxygen doesn't exist? You see? Oxygen is not the only thing that is invisible, and it exists. So then let's move back to the human body. The human body is also getting connected. It's charged. It has a power. You see? Oh, look at that bag.
I think that's there.
Look at this bag. There's something in that bag, but you can't see it. But look, it's in there. Right? It needs what? It's there, and it needs an external what? Something that's going to transform it, to show it to us, to form it for us, so that we can see it in the 3D. It does exist. It's there, and you can feel it. It has tension. You see that? So back to this. So then, yeah. So now in the human body, we also connect to that. How do we connect to that? Well, we connect to it through our food. You know, we have many ways that we can connect to what keeps this energy flowing through our body. It runs through our body. There's different points in your body where this electricity, really this energy, gets delivered to in order to keep the flow. I mean, it's beautiful. Check the human body. We are receiving that electricity, that energy, magnetic force in our body. In our body. That's what keeps us moving. That's what keeps us going. And if you want to test to see when you're not charging yourself properly, well, check with your eating habits. What kind of food you're eating. You see? When you're not charging your body properly, what that means, right? In obvious terms, because just like if you don't charge your iPhone, right, and you keep using it, it's going to tell you it's going to die. It's going to say, 0 battery, right? The same applies to us. Everything that you see in technology, we created it. So where do we see it? First, we saw it in us. We study us. We study nature. And in studying us, how we function, then we create a version of us in another form. iPhone. Exactly. Steve Jobs knew about it. He understood that. That's why he called it iPhone. Now you take your iPhone and you start designing it your way. The screen is going to look different, right? Maybe the way you place your apps are going to be different. Some of you guys that are very organized, you're going to have it by category. So it's easy to find them. You see, you design your iPhone. So the same way you design you. However, when you design you had no choice. Because when you were started to be designed, right, all of us, I'm not excluded from that, me as well. When we started to be designed, we were little, we had no choice. Our parents designed us, our government designed us, our culture designed us, our traditions designed us, our teachers designed us, schools designed us, grandmas, grandpas, the environment designed us. So now when you get to a point, right, let's say maybe like middle school, some kids start earlier nowadays where they're really like standing their ground and they're like, Mom and Dad, like, please let me breathe. And they're having their own opinions about things. That's normal. You want your kids to have their own opinions, their own take on life, because you don't want to program them. If you program them, then what you're doing is just copying yourself. And now if you're copying yourself, you got to take a look at yourself and see what you're doing. Are you something that you would like your child to copy? So then, okay, so back to this. I go back and forth with psychology and metaphysics and, Kabbalah. So anyways, so how this was shown to me, it's like how this method is very useful for healing the cause of human pain, human suffering. Human suffering comes from our own actions, our own perceptions of life. However, our perceptions come from the programming that we were given growing up. So that's something that is very hard to not have it, because you were giving it. You were giving it. You're here, you were giving it. Somebody took care of you. Somebody put programs on you. So, the method is that as you've been given these programs, then that creates like an avatar of who you are, correct? However, that avatar is really not you. And a way that you can find out, because now I'm going by the terms that we are electromagnetic being, and that electricity is flowing inside of us just like it flows through that cable to bring you the power home so that you can charge your iPhones and your TV so you can watch your Netflix. Summertime Pretty? Oh no, that's Prime. So anyways, so as your house is doing that, you too, you're doing that as well. But you're doing that power by your emotions that are created by how you see the world, your perception of the world and yourself, which is given to you not by choice, right? In a program packed in a little bag with your parents and your entire surrounding. So you are an avatar that was not created by you. So because of that, when you get older, you start seeing it like in middle schoolers, they become very, what you guys call unruly. They don't want to listen to you. No, they're not going to listen to you because that's the stage in their life. Happened to us too, where we can see our parents and they can see you. They can see you. You can hide from them. So then what's going on is like, you start teaching your children at that young age that there are certain things for them to be ashamed of. Why? Because they see it in you. So you programming them with your actions. You can tell them whatever you want with words. Words do affect psychologically, but it's the way you make them feel that actually does the damage. It's how they felt, the emotion they felt, because the emotion is energy in motion. It's traveling through your body, through specific points in your body. And when when we learn how to oppress that energy, then it gets stagnant in certain places in our body. Our body then has this memory of where this energy was stopped. So eventually with time, that's going to bubble up. So teenagers that are very expressive with their anger, with their emotions, that's what's happening. They were oppressed and they're done with it. It's like it bubbled in so long that it needs to come out, and it's going to come out in the way that child has been programmed to express that nature. But the fact that person was oppressed already shows you that person was never given an opportunity to express themselves. So most likely the parents, the caretakers, were very oppressive, aggressive, perhaps verbally abusive, some physical abuse, which is no shame to you guys if you ever done that. Remember, we're here having the human experience, and those booklets they be giving us, I don't know, they always come short for me. So this way, this helps you understand it better, because you're going to see yourself as a machine for a certain period of time. So every time you fall into the illusions of the avatar that you have been programmed to be, get yourself out of it and start looking at it like, okay, what if I was an iPhone? Who programmed your iPhone? You see? The iPhone comes programmed already because it has the functions already, like the natural functions, kind of like us when we are born. We have the natural functions, the code, natural code. But then on top of those code, society has put more information. And none of that information was picked by you voluntarily. It was given to you. You had no choice. Think about you guys that have children. When you have the little ones, right? Well, when they're little, and they want to eat, you really don't give them choices. You pick the food for them, right? You even pick if you're going to breastfeed them or not. You pick how they're going to dress. You pick how they're going to sleep, where they're going to sleep. You pick everything for them. So you start programming them already at a very, very young age. So we are programmable. So because of that, now you have to, in order to really know who thyself is, let me use some of that word from the scriptures. It says like you have to know thyself. In order to know thyself, you have to remove all that program, right? So what I was showing is that you don't remove all of them. You have to see which program you're keeping, which one you're going to keep that it is like something that you are choosing it. You're choosing it because it's truly you, okay? Not because you have to, or because it's tradition, or because it's my culture, or because it's my religious belief. No, you have to pick that costume if you are in love with yourself wearing it. for you ladies out there, and for guys too, you guys been doing very well with your dress code. When you pick that outfit you want to wear for the night, right? Because you want to go, your date. You pick the outfit, right? And you're like, oh, I look nice in this outfit, right? You love the outfit. But what if I come and I pick an outfit for you and you don't like it? You see? So those two different feelings. You want to be the one who's picking the outfit. You love the outfit, and that is completely you in your fullness. You are rocking it. That's the only choice. That tells you that is actually something that you want, and not a program that was put there by your upbringing. So every time, look at it from the perspective of electricity. That's what we are. We are electricity, energy. We cannot see it. It has to come in form. So whoever created this body, whoever created this, this magnificent creation, I call it HI, which is higher intelligence. Whoever created this HI, it is a genius, and it has it designed perfect to the point where anything you need, you have it already in your body, already designed for you. Yep. The information you need to create what you need to create out here, you already have it. The only thing is that you have to start removing some of the costumes so that you can arrive there. You're already there. It's like, think about I don't know, I had messy teenagers. So imagine a teenager just dropping a lot of clothes on top of each other, and then you have to remove every single one of those and put them somewhere. You decide if you're going to throw them away or if you're going to wash them and put them in the closet, right? So just like that. So you're removing and getting rid of the ones that don't serve you anymore. And you're going to have space to evolve and be more curious about, who are you? What is this? What is this energy wants to do? Because remember, you want to conduct the energy. You want to put that energy where you want to put the energy, not where society is telling you to put the energy, or where your program is telling you to put the energy. You want to conduct where this energy is going to. So you must find out what that is. And when you do that, you're just gonna, how can I describe that? It's just something that you do without even thinking about it. You don't have to think about it. It's like breathing. I'm sure artists feel like that. People that love to paint feels like breathing. You're just in a mode. You're in meditation. Musicians, you guys. Dancers, yeah. Cooks, you guys. Who else? Designers, people that love designing, that just love designing in any way. Design. You're a creator. So all the creators out there, you're creators. My biologist too, you're in that lab doing your experiments. That's passion. That requires a stage of commitment. It's not a commitment. That's not the word. Let me look deeper into it. It's like a sense of being that doing this, it's like if it just not fulfill. It's not even fulfill. What will be the word? It's nameless. Because once you start naming it, it kind of minimizes it. So yeah, that's what I would say. You have to feel it, because there's no words that can compare to it. Nothing, no word can compare to what it is, because it's such an emotion that you can't describe it. Because once you start describing it, it kind of takes the power away. It kind of takes the being away. It minimizes the being, and I don't want to do that. But it's something that is you, and you don't have to force it. It's power. So yeah, that's the information that I received today. And I'm going to be using this method. I've been using it already for years. It's been 5 years or so. I've been using this method, and now I get to continue the course. That's what they're telling me. They say I am right on point to continue the course, to continue with what I'm doing, that I am to serve you guys and anyone who would love to learn this method and apply it to your everyday life. Because the point of this is that you're being it. You're not wearing a costume. No, there's no costumes here. This is like you, the truthfulness of who you are, beyond all the veils. So, yeah, wow, what a gift. So I was saying my thanks to them. I was giving them my thanks because for me, it's a gift. You know, it's a gift to be able to utilize what I was shown and what I was taught by life experience and their explanation of my experiences and the how and the why and how all of it come together in so many different weaving turns. I call her the weaver because she likes to weave everything. It just comes like a tapestry. It's so beautiful how it's created. So I am to manifest that energy through this temple, right? I'm the transmitter, and I am to manifest that out here into society to teach how to be this, how to utilize what you already know to pretty much remove all these veils and be yourself. However, I must tell you, by experience, and I was reminded, is that this is like to do this, you have to understand that this is not bandages, okay? We're not using bandages here because you've been using bandages for a long time and the scabs is getting big. You have scabs and it's showing, okay? It's showing not only physically, but also emotionally, mentally, it's showing up. So we're not using bandages. We're going to treat the root of the wound. We're going to go to the source of what created the scab, what created the suffering, what created the pain, what created the illness. So I don't go to the surface. I like to dive deep, and I like to go to the roots. I like to go to the deep water. I like to go in that darkness and bring light to what needs light in order to be released. So I look at it when I compare to something physical. It's like for you guys that have given birth, anybody that actually has been hospitalized, when they put that tape, when they're gonna draw blood or give you an IV, and then here comes that nurse and she pulls it off and doesn't warn you about it, and you're like, fuck. Yes. Yeah, there's gonna be many times where in that roller coaster you're gonna say that, and it's okay. Human experience. You can't oppress those emotions. You can't oppress those feelings because that is part of us. That is here learning how to show this experience, how to live it, how to be it. Yeah. So thank you. I try to give you as much information as I can at the moment. I haven't drank water or ice in a while, and I've been doing this for the last 3 hours. Yeah, I've been doing downloads for about 3 hours in meditation here, and I needed to record this. They're like, I want you to show this to the people. I want you to teach them how to do it, and I need to talk about this before I pulled out the phone to record it. She was showing me how to do healing for the body with this method, how you can heal your body with this method as well, because energy is what keeps the body healthy. Okay, so the energy keeps your body healthy. So depending on how you're flowing the energy, which you guys can confirm this with the Chinese medicine, the Hindus too, the Indians, they know about this, even indigenous people too, African medicine, and also the old Celtic medicine too, the old pagans. They use nature, and they understood that everything that receives energy stays alive. So whenever you feel in anywhere in your body any pain, soreness, any discomfort, wherever the illness is coming into your body, is because there has been a interruption, either an interruption of the energy flow, how the energy is flowing in your body, how you're receiving the energy, and how your body is processing the energy. So that's why what you eat is very important. Your exercise, and I mean exercise, I don't mean in a gym. It's more like be outside, go for walks. If you like running, go for running. You know, go to the park. You need to be out in nature because your energy flows better. If you're sitting down for too long, you got to move that energy. You can, you know, get up a little bit. If you work in an office and you have to sit down, okay, you know what? You're going to put some nice music, maybe some down tempo. I don't know if you guys listen to down tempo. I do. And with down tempo, it's kind of like you can do kind of like a little bit of ecstatic dancing, just moving in wave, just listen to the sound and move your body to the music. Just let your body flow. It gives you some energy to move energy. You want to have that energy moving. When you look outside, nothing is stagnant in nature and in the universe and in the waters. Nothing is stagnant. Nothing stops. Everything is in constant movement. Perfect movement. Opposites movement. They're always moving. So you must do the same, okay? So with your body, now you know that if you're having any illness, any concern with your body, check where it's happening. And then that is where the energy has been interrupted. Something happened emotionally. Yes, emotionally. Because even if you had like an accident, the accident happened because it was something emotional first that created it. Always happens, I'm telling you. It's always created here first, and then it gets created into the physical. It has to pass through here. We are the transmitter. We are the designer. We are the engineers. We are the architects. We are the weavers. We are the creators. So now that you know that, I know that's a lot of information. I don't know. I'm going to keep recording and I will keep on posting it. And like I said, they want me to teach this and use it to help you find out what puzzles are you not seeing, you know, what costumes you're wearing that you need to let go of in order for you to arrive at your authentic self, to know thyself. And then there, once you know thyself, you will guide your own way is already there for you, waiting on you. Yeah, your way is already waiting on you to arrive. However, you're not late, you're not early, you on time. No matter, you're always gonna get there on time. Yeah, because you are the designer, you are the creator, even the time you chose. So don't be rushing, you know. You want to savor this. You want to enjoy it, even the painful moments. I did too. I had to enjoy my painful moments when I was going through it. You know, once I understood this before, you know, when I went in my journey, I already knew about this. I have always known, but not to this clarity where I can see it so clear and explain it so clearly like this. So my understanding of that made it easier for me to remove the costumes that I was wearing and to let go of that identity, that personality, whatever it was I thought I was because of my programming. I surrender those many nights, many days, many. I cry a lot. Very painful. Yes, it was. However, it was, why would I say painful? It was painful. Let me explain that part there, because I cannot be lying to you like that. It was painful at that moment only because at that moment I didn't understand what I was being shown. Once you understand what you're being shown while you are in the suffering all of a sudden it's not that suffering anymore. You know, you start feeding in. You're like, oh, okay. So oh, it's good. Okay. So I'm okay without that jacket. Huh? You know, I'm okay without those shoes. Kind of like that. That's what it feels. So it's not that it's not going to be painful. It's just that you're going to understand the why and the how. And then you're going to understand how good this is for this costume to be taking off. You're going to feel like, okay, I'm ready to give this one up. I don't identify. I don't align with this anymore. And it's going to dissolve into the nothingness. It's going to go somewhere else, I say, because it's energy. So it's not like it gets to be destroyed. It's energy. It gets to be transformed. So now you transform that energy, that space that energy was occupying. Now you feed it. You feed it with what you want. You feed it with a new you. You start feeding it and feeding it. You give it energy, 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 because what you give energy to is what's going to grow. Okay? And if you find yourself, right, because the law, we're looking at electricity. If you find yourself where you're like giving energy to something and that something is not growing, right? Well, the connection is not aligned. There's something off with the connection. Okay? So what do I see there? It's like, well, either that's not for you at all, or it's not for you at the moment. You got to be aligned with it first. Get it? So if you're giving energy to something and that something is not growing, it's not spinning and reproducing itself in harmony, right? Harmony feels good, right? If it's there and it's not doing that, then you're either out of alignment from it. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Oh, it's not for you. So you need to like pull back the energy, and you got to find out what costume you have to remove to get yourself closer to it, okay? Don't get frustrated. I'm lying. You're going to get so frustrated. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to be frustrated. And in that frustration, you have to find out why you're getting frustrated. What is frustrating you? So you literally are becoming a detective for yourself. A detective of you. You're going to find out who you are. And after you find out who you are, then later you can find out about other people. But right now you are busy with yourself. Okay? Bring that energy into your home. Okay? That power line to your home. Bring the energy home, babies. This right now is time to bring the energy home. That's what I got. So it's been like that for, I believe, 3 weeks already, where it keeps telling me, bring the energy home, bring the energy home. So bring the energy home, and that means, work on yourself. So thank you. I'm going to keep on recording, and then I will be posting the videos because they're telling me that I need to share it. And since everybody's sharing on social media, I guess I have to share it on social media because that's what you guys are. Because I'm walking and nobody's here walking with me but Yannick and Gabi, my dog, and the ducks. So since you guys are not walking, that's where I get all my information. Then I record it and then I post it for you guys. You listen to it. Instead of denying it right away, don't be, you can be whatever you want to be because that's where you are. I understand that. But really, give yourself that opportunity to open up and take a look at it before denying it. Oh yeah, whatever, bogus, who woke. I don't know what other name you guys are using right now, but yeah. Oh, what is a new age? Whatever name you guys have for all these things. Anyways, give it a chance. Practice it. Try it. Because this is not a theory I'm giving you. I'm giving you something that worked for me, and it just keeps on replaying. And now that I'm able to see it, how it plays out with our technology and with our day-to-day activities that we do, we're constantly using this method, this modality, but you guys, you haven't seen how to use it for you. So I'm gonna show you and walk you through these videos, how to do it. So I will be recording and I will be posting it, and you guys take a look at it. And if you see that it can, I know you're gonna share it because it's really cool. We're gonna use this method to remove the costumes and arrive at thyself, so you can freaking already show us what you came here for. It's a bunch of people walking around and not being themselves, and we're missing out. Like literally, yesterday was it? I was listening to Queens. Was it yesterday? Freddie Mercury, when he was, what's the song that I love? Yannick, what's the song that I love from Freddie Mercury, from Queens? The very long one. I forgot the name. You guys help me out. That song from Queen, that he said, Mama, just kill a man. What's that song? I can't think of it right now. No. Oh, yes. Wait, Bohemian Rhapsody. I heard it. Bohemian Rhapsody. So I was listening to that song and I was like, oh my God, like that man, amazing. The way he can belt in his tune, his lyrics, like, wow. And I was there talking to my 13-year-old daughter and to Yannick, and I was like, imagine the emotion this human had to experience in order to sit down and write those lyrics. Imagine if Freddie Mercury would have oppressed that and not expressed that. We will have never heard Bohemian Rhapsody. And that will not be one of my favorite songs. You see? So it is part of us to express these emotions in writing, in art. But however, we need to learn how to do it healthy, because a lot of you out there are expressing it, but you like oppressing people, hurting people. That's not the way. We need to find a healthy way to bring those energy and express it out. You see, like Freddie Mercury with his lyrics, although he needed somebody there for him to help him come out of that psychological hell he was living in due to his upbringing, due to the program they put, you see? So anyways, enough with the talking. Now you guys know. So this is what's going to happen in this channel. I was told to do that, and I must obey. And I will be sharing with you all this information that comes. Not only that, remember, I'm going to help you remove the costumes. So you guys have any question, or you're going through something right now, that's true. I would love to do that. Let's say let's see what you're going through right now in life. What's holding you? What's in your mind? What keeps replaying over and over and over? You can send it to me. I'll put like an email there so you can send it there. And then I'm going to read it. And then I'm going to make a video answering it. So then that way you can have the answer, whoever you are. You're going to stay anonymous. I'm not going to say your name, because the thing is, like, you have to understand, we're all connected. We're all connected, kind of like the electricity is all connected. Okay? So then the same things that you might be going through in life right now, the same worries, the same concerns, whatever experiences you are going through currently also is happening to other people. So your story can influence someone else in their decisions, okay? So with your story and the answer I will give, those that are going through similar experiences at the moment can relate, and they can help themselves with the answer, okay? So I will be sharing it. However, I will be omitting your name for privacy. Okay, so there it is. There you have it. I was going to stay away from social media, but they say no. We need you to give them this information. You need to help them. You need to help them do it. They need to remove the costumes now. It's time to remove the costumes. Thyself must show up. For you Christians, I have to tell you, for you Christians, you're always been speaking about the return, right? The return of the Christ. This is it. The Christ is all of us. It's all of us. So when you remove your costumes, all those beliefs, all those programs, and I'm telling you, I'm challenging you on this. I know this is going to be hard for you religious people, but it's what it is. It's a costume. When you came here, you didn't have no religion. You had no religion, darling. Nobody had a religion when we came here. What we know for true, to be true, is that we are this higher intelligence that has the ability to do many things, including to destroy ourselves. Okay? Based on things that we believe. Okay? So I'm challenging you, religious people, to really think about this return of Christ that has been spoken for millennia. Like, the return of the Christ is us. We're returning to thyself. Know thyself, like Jesus said. Know thyself. And in knowing thyself, you arrive at the kingdom of God. That's what Jesus is speaking about. So to arrive there, we need to remove all these customs, everything. And I'm going to help you do that. Okay? So anyways, for those of you, share this with anybody that's going through anything in the human experience. Depression, anxiety, being rejected, being abandoned, parents' relationship is not working out, children, disobedience, all of those illusions, all of those programs that are actively influencing your behavior and what is happening outside of you because you're creating it. We're going to discuss this in this channel, and we're going to bring attention to that and really see it in action. We're not going to be talking about it only. No, we're going to be doing, because what I notice with a lot of this spiritual community, and not only spiritual community, everybody, is that a lot of people stay in the talking. A lot of people stay in the talking, in the explanation, and we need to go into the doing. How can we take the talking now and apply it to the doing? It's like if you're going to have a business, right? You can say, oh, I'm going to have a business. I'm going to have a business. But if you don't put the action, you're not going to have a business. You're just talking about it. Or for you guys that have a lot of ideas, but you never print them, right? Because you don't put the action. Yeah, you have to put the action. So for this, you are required to put the action. So we're going to be working together. Hard, but together and committed. Okay? I'm doing this. I sign up for it, so I say, okay, yowdy mowdy. Is that a word? I don't know. Sounds fun. Anyways, thank you. Ciao.